Welcome to Artist Discussions. I'm Tony Tone. I'm with a group of young men who are some skilled artists and skilled lyricists. We got a lot of things coming out for everybody, and I would like to give the opportunity for them to introduce themselves, starting off with my homeboy TreyDaYoung.
Alright, my name is TreyDaYoung.
I'm ThatKidBiz.
Cos LaVelle, come out 208.
Gappy.
Yes, sir. We got Apex Generation April 30th. We got them coming out with a lot of new hits and a lot of new things. Shout out to the hardest shit. We've got ThatKidBiz. Some of the best lines locally.
Thank you, facts though.
You got too many victims out there now. Murdered the game, basically. Gappy coming out with a new EP album. What was it?
Mixtape.
Mixtape.
In a few months. Yes, sir.
Any of you guys coming out with some?
Yeah, I got a mixtape I don't know.
It's gonna come out
14th, April 15th, April 16th, or 17th.
I just know we got some shit.
Closer and closer.
We got some shit coming.
It's all gonna be linked down, so you can check them out. Because maybe I'm talking too much. You don't want that. Go straight to that.
Everybody in here is gonna be on that mixtape, so if y'all want to check it out when it's out.
The show might be the highlight. You don't know.
Just follow the SoundCloud, and then you'll get a notification when it drops.
There you go, bro. With everything talking about music, what got you guys started into music?
With me, it was that kid right there. He was my inspiration, you know. He was making music. I was listening, you know, and then he's basically my influence, you know. When I got into it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I honestly like me growing up like with my dad and stuff. He would like tell me when he was rapping back when he was younger. He actually almost signed with like this whole like record deal and stuff. But then it fell through. But his rapper name would have been Solo. So I just started like doing my own little thing in my room. I got my little laptop, little microphone. Feel me?
There you go.
And for me, it was just like, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't have a lot growing up, you feel me? So it's like music that like made me feel like I had something, you know? Like I can make something of circumstances, you know? Like, where others people see nothing, I see opportunity. That's what I'm like.
There you go.
Gunning for.
Make the best out of what you can in a situation.
At least it's some kind of feeling. I can't even explain it to you, but like just some feeling like that I let out when I'm in the studio. You feel me?
When you hear a lot of artists, you know, put themselves out there with not even just their greatest, because you know some artists blow up because you know that one song like X had Vice City, that was his first song that blew up. But you know sometimes behind that you can tell the growth of an evolution as an artist. Yeah. How far do you guys see yourself in your own craft? Is it very sharp?
What got me started in music? I found an XXL magazine, the double XXL. I was in 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade. Hardest shit, I like looked up all these artists. I did not listen to music like that. I only listened to the radio and shit. That's all I could listen to. And then I got a magazine, looked them up on the computer at the library, and I literally just fell in love with rap. Kodak Black, low key.
There you go.
That's hard.
There you go. What's your guys' favorite double XL? Since we're bringing that up already.
2016.
2016.
Hardest shit they ever did.
2016.
Wait, who was on 2016 again?
Oh, nah, you.
Y'all joking.
You got 20. Wait, hold on. You got 21. That's Black Denzel.
That's Black. No, regardless,
it's hardest.
Look, it's iconic.
It was a vibe. It's iconic.
It's iconic. Look, Kodak couldn't freestyle for shit on that. But like, but Denzel came out of the gate just like nowhere, and no one talks about it. He slept on that XL.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro, but I would say Joey Badass's and Action Bronson's, Travis Scott's. That was 2012.
Yeah.
I fucked with the 2012
that
one. Was it Ab Solo on that?
Yep, Ab Solo was on it. I think Mac was on that too.
Yeah.
Logic was on it.
Yeah.
No, that's an iconic one. So like, so let's talk about favorites real quick. What's your guys' Yeah, I got you. For like top 5 though, and just greatest things. What are your top 5 artists? If you got a list.
Me,
yeah,
and me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I feel that.
To be honest, after the shit I've been recording, I don't even like listening to nobody else. To be honest.
You got no OGs?
I ain't trying to.
Actually, I got one, Black Thought. That's the only other
from the roots.
Only other artist, only other artist I listen to. He's also an inspiration.
I was like, honestly, if you really want to hear me say an artist, honestly, lyrically, I feel like Lil Wayne come crazy. His lyrics, no one can
What's
touch
his best album?
His best album, honestly,
Carter 3.
I fuck with all of them. Anything he come on,
Carter 4.
He's snapping.
He came back with Carter 5 like nothing, bro. He came back, it was another day. He had Hail Mary remix.
When he remixed Drake shit, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
That shit was hard. Like
Come on, Kanye songs still.
Yeah. Like no ceilings.
There you go.
That shit hard.
And that's something nice that we get the opportunity to do. Just like, come back with sampling and shit. You make your own beats and all that. When you guys make music, do you have to have the right production, or if someone shows you something, you can just hop on it?
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of a mix of both,
Honestly, if I'm gonna keep it real, if I feel it, I freestyle all the time, 24/7. So like, if I feel it, I feel it.
Yeah, I can hop on any beat, but I will not produce it. I will not record it.
I will not drop
my time, but I will hop on anything.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hop on it, but
Speak on it.
There we go. For speaking on things, do you see with the culture of hip hop right now? Do you see people speaking a lot of things?
Hell nah. Niggas talking about bullshit.
Yeah, they be talking about street stuff and
Weird.
females and drugs. That's all.
Do you have any guys you look at mainstream wise that are like they're keeping it with the tradition of hip hop?
Not mainstream. That shit don't exist. That shit whack. Nigga.
Wait, you telling me J. Cole ain't keeping it up though?
No.
Not really. I mean, a little bit.
What you mean?
Most
Like,
of it.
I don't know. Wait, hold on.
But it's hard to not be a nigga and not. It's hard to be a nigga and then not be a nigga because you make music.
Right.
So to be honest, yeah. Some
What about
of these
Kanye?
Niggas, some of these niggas are doing their thing, but
He's
Kanye.
not.
he's on a weird phase right now, bro. I can't even lie.
bro.
You want to see? What about Life in the Party?
I feel like
Nigga cheated on his
Kanye's in a
So
weird
what you
phase
mean?
and
What
shit,
about Kanye?
but it's also like
He's
all
smart
the
as hell,
shit
though.
he's doing outside of like the bullshit is actually crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
You
just
made
have
that
like
STEM player, bro. That shit was cool.
the media. Yeah, no, I think that's kind of might be a
Waste of money,
scam,
though.
low key. It might be a
Waste of money.
scam.
Waste of money.
Waste of
No,
money.
he made money off of it though.
No,
it'd be
no,
waste of
no,
money to
if
get
anybody-
it. Yeah, it's
It's waste
stupid
of
as
money.
fuck. But like,
It's not even that good.
But like the fact that he can do that though,
A little
that's
scary.
pretty much black
You made-
excellence. That's like black excellence. Can you
He made
imagine that,
$3
bro?
million off the same day he dropped it.
Can you imagine
I thought it was more than
bro.
that.
No, it was 2
It was
million.
3 million.
2 to 3 million.
Yeah,
something
that's
there.
just
Same
crazy.
day.
No.
He is. Yeah, actually.
Do you see with an issue of how people are making their money with that shit? Just with music in general, or is it just, hey, you're making money, keep going?
I mean,
I
you
think if
either
he has
gonna
that
work-
type of influence, he deserves to be able to like do what he
Gotcha.
wants with it. You know, make money off it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
I saw something about Connor. He's the richest rapper in the world.
He is.
Yeah.
He's richer than
I mean,
Jay-Z
he's more
and
than a
Dre.
rapper though. That's why.
He's not a swapper. He's, he does movies now.
Everyone just starts out rapping and it turns into something else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Only easy.
You guys-
if they continue to stay up.
It's
on
like
it,
it's a door out of like people coming from bad situations. You feel me? So
Would
once
you
they
feel
get
like
some
that's a
good
lot
one,
of people though? Just with like it's only sports or it's an art. You have to be in an art.
I mean, you either gonna.
most artists switch and they go do movies
know.
because they're doing music videos.
There you
Got a
go.
lot of artists like that.
Gotcha. Do you see you guys seeing yourself leaving the game at some point?
Yeah, I'm not trying to have a.
I'll make a movie.
I feel like the industry kind of weird. I feel like the industry kind of weird, so I'm trying to shortcut that as long as I can, or as quick as I can, so I can make my money and get out of that.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
For
trying
me,
to drop my ball.
It's not really about the money for me. I just wanna touch like people's hearts. You know what I'm saying? That's the money. Because money's the least of my worries. You know, I got a lot of money at a young age, and so it really doesn't mean anything once you touch it. You know, once you get your first big sum of money, you'll see it doesn't really mean a lot if you get it again. You know, so my focus in the industry is just touching people's hearts, helping people through what I've been through.
There you go.
Similar situations.
With people that do music or anything like that, or something that's not, for some people, not conventional, whether that be shoe flipping, crypto, anything like that, doing like screen printing, or doing some like fixing skateboards, something you can see outside of the norm of being considered wealthy in a non-normal fashion. Do you see yourselves like? What's advice you give to people that are trying to do that and trying to move outside the norm?
Hold up, I actually got some real good thing. Quit your job.
it's natural. You gotta think like with
Got
the
no
internet,
choice.
anyone can make money just doing practically anything. You feel me? Like you don't have to work for another company. You could make yourself important. Like it's that simple. You know?
Exactly.
It's a game. Just learn it. Like.
Work hard and don't work 9 to 5 because that's how you're a slave. You don't want to be chasing the money your whole life. You want the money to be chasing
Off
you.
the back end too, so
You know,
years later.
and another thing, you gotta work hard. If you want to buy things without looking at the price, you gotta work without looking at the clock. You know,
That's his bar
a
too.
motto.
That's
That's
all.
a
I can
That's a bar. Shout out
That's
to
a bar,
Gappy.
man.
That's a
Yo,
hard ass
hey,
bar, man.
I already put
Hey,
it in
if
the
they
song.
use it-
Y'all can't
what I'm
use it.
saying.
I already put it in the song.
Shout out to the nigga.
Cap on that, you got a trademark?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
so now if you do that, you're gonna owe him a percentage. And he's on this video, so he's only gonna own a percent.
I need 90% royalties. You heard?
That's right. That's the move.
That's
Do you
what's
guys
up.
see that with a lot of artists? Because I've noticed it. A lot of people will they'll just make it to what the label wants to hear, and then you get the
Man,
repetitive nature of everything.
That's why I'm not
This
in
nigga
a
shit is
label.
bullshit.
That's why I'm not signed.
This nigga shit is bullshit. On some real shit.
Yeah.
That's some blackballing, black-facing bullshit. I'm here to...
But it's like there's two type of artists. Like there's the kind that actually make shit that's like good and different every time, and then there's the the type that just like copy what the labels want to hear, and then they've done it 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's why you don't
you don't really
life
become
cycle, bro.
important. You're not like you're replaceable. You know? If you have like too typical of a sound, like
Yeah.
You would I feel this too. You know, I think we can all agree. Staying independent and everything, if you can, keep to it.
100%.
Y'all gotta respect the underground is one thing.
And if you do want to sign to a label, hire a lawyer to read the papers for you. That way you're not a slave and you know what you're getting yourself into.
If you don't trust yourself, get someone you do. Yeah, you gotta get people you're with in the game. You gotta do that, right?
You don't use the lawyer from the label because they'll give you one. You know who you're working for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you gotta always back check. Do you feel like there's always? I know we've talked about a lot of snakes and rats. Like the 21 song and just in the game using that bar. A lot of people use it. I've used it. I'm gonna guarantee someone used it here. I can guarantee that.
Nah, I never use that, but
snakes and rats.
Snakes and rats.
Yeah,
that's 26.
Something like
that.
That's 28.
Just hearing that, do you feel like you can't trust a lot of people through the music or just in general?
I mean,
nah, you can't. And I don't intend to. I intend to make my money and get out. I want to meet some cool people and find like cool individuals. You know what I mean? The real, and then take them with me. Save the culture, but I'm not trying to fuck with everyone because they weird.
I'm just here to make connections, not friends. Like all the real ones, they're still around me. They're already with me. I feel like if somebody real does come along, I'll know it. But for the most part, it's just for the connections more than anything.
You can't really there's like a certain extent to that, because if you'll push people away for surely. Like you got to be able to have people around you, but you can't be trusting people really like that. Like there's in between and everything for sure.
There you go.
Okay.
Gotcha. What are some of your guys' favorite lines or just things you put out that are like, that's something I gotta keep, that's something I gotta push out?
My song, like a line.
Whether it be lines or something that just in general in your life.
Man, every single word I've ever spoken in my music is something I want to push out because it all means something.
It all means something.
Do you think for that? Do you feel like people can? I know hearing other artists talk on it. Do you feel like people can judge you on those lyrics, or is that just a time and place?
If you listen to my music, you know who I am. Literally,
because
you can judge me because I'm telling you everything you need to know to judge me.
If I come and make a song and I talk about something that I did not do, okay, you can make fun of me all you want, but I'm telling you, everything that I write and everything that I put out, something I've been through or something that impacts something that I went through. You feel me? So
this will be the realest music. I'm telling you, this room.
That's why I think everybody can judge me by my music. All my music are stories, what I gone through, what I still go through to this day. So you have every right to judge me.
You can judge you, but like, what could they say though? Because like, that's what you going through. It means something. You know what I'm saying? They just hating. Let them hate.
I'm just put myself out there, me as me, so they can judge me.
Gotcha, bro. I want to mention that for that one track that you mentioned. I told him on the phone, I called this guy because it just bothered me. I thought I was surprised. I was just too amazed at how good it was. Because it just, When I was on the phone.
Nigga, thank you. I appreciate it.
I meant that. I've listened to you two in particular. Gappy was the first one. I heard Memory Lane. It came out with the 70 dance drum, and then it just straight into this trap beat that was cold.
This is cold.
I was stoned as shit. I was drunk, and I heard it, and I flipped out on it. It was like I was really feeling the wave of God when I heard that.
As you felt it, like
that's what, and I feel like you guys can agree. That's what you want your music to feel, just in general. You want to have something potable and powerful that no one can touch.
Exactly.
Me, to be honest, that's it. I'm so bad. My ADHD,
I get it.
I can't even be speaking. I gotta write that shit down. But if I really want to say how I feel, it's gonna be months later, years later, whatever, bada bing, bada boom. But that's me. That's the real reflection of the situation after I had my mind to really think about it, because you know what I mean. Yeah,
I understand
that music I write is really it. That's how I feel.
That's you.
Yeah,
that's you. What are you guys' inspiration for music? When you look at somebody, you're like, if it wasn't for your mom?
Yeah, they made me play piano. I played piano, trumpet, violin, fucking drums. Everything.
My mom played the piano.
My mom played me Beethoven and Mozart. Shout out to mama. She played me everything. Beethoven and Mozart. So I said, got the keys.
To be honest, for me, it's when I told people about my dream, it's the people that told me I couldn't do it. They're the people that made me want to.
You just gotta do it out of spite for yourself.
Yeah, said I can't do what I say.
I said
that's what we were on.
For you?
What's
for
the question again?
inspirations?
My inspiration? Shit, I don't know. Like, I feel like as an artist, like, it's almost like you have a duty to say what you like feel like deeply. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever message comes to you, you gotta like actually like you have to put it out. And if you don't feel good. At least
Yeah.
that's just for me.
I
I don't know how
understand
you guys feel, but it
Yeah.
feels like I have to do it.
Do you
know what I'm
have
saying?
to,
Yeah.
like, when you look at a line,
It's like I don't even got a choice,
Yeah,
really. It's like a
that's
gift.
all
It's like
you
a
gotta-
blessing and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because like
I be telling you.
I could never, and I bet none of us could ever feel content with the normal job. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we have to be able to do our own thing.
yeah.
I
Do you
think
feel like that's a
natural.
trait of just an artist or just the individuals here?
Individual.
I mean, individuals. I think
Wait,
people
what's-
become artists for different reasons and shit. You know.
That's facts.
Got you.
You know,
So,
what do you mean by
everybody's
that
in it just
question?
for the money.
What do you mean by that question?
do you feel like, how do I say it? That as a, like, do people come out as artists
Yeah.
because it's them putting themselves out, or are they doing it just for any other type of reason?
Like for
Oh
the
yeah,
money.
it's multiple. Me, more personally, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff I said, some of the music I've chose to make, yeah, it's just to make it because I'm me, nigga, you know what I mean. But also, I think like some people are really like authentic about it, really doing it because they feel like they have a purpose. But some niggas really just saying this is a check, and then there's nothing wrong with that.
Gotcha.
Either way, that's just so cool. Yeah.
For that, and you know, you guys been shouting out or saying, better choice of words, just underground and just lower end artists. And for me, someone who's not in the mainstream but should have already blown up is someone like Aaron May, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I don't see Joey Badass on like Rolling Loud on top, for example. That's another one. Joey Badass is one. And if Capital Steez was alive,
Capital Steez, rest
without a
in
doubt.
peace.
Pro
Yeah,
Era,
for
just
real.
just 2012 with
Yeah,
a passing of
rest in
him.
peace, Capital
Or you know, someone like, you know, Benny the Butcher, Freddie
Benny the
Gibbs.
Butcher.
Yeah.
They're not on
Right.
number. They're not on number one. Do you think at all there will ever be a point where someone will be like that, or
Whoa.
if it is, it's just like a Grammy, but it's like not the main Grammy. It's like urban.
I hope
Rap.
I hope it never happens because to be honest, those kind of people are the people that really got the stories to tell. And if they make it mainstream, the mainstream is already washed. They got to keep them to the side so we know that's authentic. Because as soon as that becomes mainstream, we don't know who to trust. But we already can see the division. You know what I mean? Then you see which side they pick. But we got to keep the culture out of the mainstream because then they're gonna copy it, and then it's not ours anymore. So I say, hopefully that never, ever happens. Keep the underground. Underground Railroad.
You meant yeah.
Yeah.
You saying Underground Railroad and you know, with keeping up things as a culture. Do you feel like people come into the culture and can make an impact outside coming into it? Like for example, I look at
Look at the UK.
yeah.
Slapping, bro. That shit
Wait, MF
fire,
Doom's from the
fire.
UK.
Yeah, that shit's
That
fire.
yeah. You see it over there? Do you see when people come into it as something sometimes you ever wrong or that's perfect that needed to come right now? When something comes in that's not originally from the culture?
Yeah, I think 6ix9ine. That shit. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I don't.
Well, I mean, that is drill music too. That's like Chicago, New York type drill sound. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like why people want beats that bang like that.
And that's
Yeah.
You see that with Idaho too. Speaking of Chicago, a lot of sounds come from Chicago. You know, you got Chief Keef, you got Chance, you got Common, you got a lot Queen Latifah, the group of people you got from from Chicago in the Midwest. You know,
Yeah.
Eminem, Royce, Danny Brown,
Ready.
and you can define sound like the South. You got Memphis, you got Houston, Chops and Skews, you got Florida, South
Yeah.
Florida, you got LA, you got G-Funk, you got the Bay Area, and you got sometimes Chicanos from there. Do you see Idaho have a sound?
Yeah,
Really?
can I tell you
No,
something?
but I think
No.
individual artists can have
Yeah,
their sound.
exactly.
That's what I feel
I think
like.
that some people, low key, you can listen and they're obviously influenced. Some people here, because Idaho's not defined whatsoever. I feel like some of these artists, you can tell they're
They're trying
biting
to
another
copy a
style.
sound, yeah, and
but
it
some of
doesn't-
us,
it doesn't
when
work.
you listen to the music and you don't know where they're from, that's the beautiful thing. Like, that's when you know, oh, that's where they're from. That must be the reflection of them. You know, if you can know, oh,
Yeah.
he must be from Detroit, because then that's not them. They're
Yeah.
from Kentucky.
And you
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you guys all
good take.
most of the time, because I feel like you can for the most part tell when someone's not keeping it real.
Yeah.
Or sometimes
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
come
but
just
you
Because I
like,
know
right
these
through
niggas
it.
style.
You can see
I know
right
this.
through all.
I feel like the state's small enough that you can just call out somebody real quick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Most
And then,
definitely.
and then,
Or if it is, it's so well hidden because they never been ever open.
Yeah.
yeah.
Most of these people out here, like, you could tell, like, they'll be showing people their music, and they just honestly what they hear on YouTube and what they watch over all these medias or whatever. You could talk about any social. They'll go watch all these rappers doing this and that. So these rappers over here that live like that, they automatically think, oh, I'm gonna go on this beat and talk reckless. But like, really, it doesn't make sense to me because like you can't go and try to copy and paste something that's not yours. Like
A lifestyle, I
whole like.
Yeah, for real. Like people trying to like match a lifestyle, just talk about that shit.
What do you
to make
see?
it
they don't have
What's
it
the
yet. Just to
worst
make the
thing you
music.
see? I guess they try to take from the culture or from something.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Oh no, you got it. You say he said it. All right. He just started. You already said
Violence,
it.
drug discussions, shit that they do not do.
Gangbang.
Ain't nobody do that shit. This is not the mafia, my nigga. This is federal 2022. Niggas are not doing that shit.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that how easy that can get you caught. Because you know we just had that. I don't even mean to mention. I don't even mean to
That's
mention.
if you're actually doing the crap. Other
Yeah,
people-
If you doing the crap, then you probably a victim that's caused you to do that shit.
Most people ain't pushing it though.
You know what I mean?
Exactly like most people be cap.
Do you see that? Because we had it a couple times now. We just had that vape shop robbery. It's like 2,000 in vapes.
And the nigga needed his nicotine. Hey, no,
It was a 15-year-old
rap
kid.
shit.
You can't make that crap up.
And do you see that someone just like listening around and not doing their own thing, or someone who just did it because they thought they could do it?
Wait, wait. Did it because they Has the person already been caught?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna talk about it. Because I don't want that nigga jumping me or some shit. He already. Yo, I don't know what this is or who did that, but I don't even know your question, dog. Sounds like a dumb decision, though.
Yeah, it sounds stupid.
That's all I know.
That sounds like an impulse decision, to be honest.
Sorry
Like,
for you.
you know you didn't need to do it. You know you didn't want to do it. You just did it because you can do it.
You feel like people just do that with music? And we mentioned it like that. You know what I mean?
So music is the most influential thing in the
So
world.
basically what you're trying to say is like, you hear something about someone talk about, say a rapper hitting licks or something, so it makes people want to go and do that.
Is it your
act,
vape
right?
shop? I'm trying to like fish the answer.
Oh, no, I don't care. It's just more. Do you? Because look, that it. Well, here's what I'm making a point of. You just see people trying to sell drugs and getting caught, or people just trying to smoke and they don't know how to do it, or they go try to do LSD and they could die, and now they ruin their lifestyle, and now their life is either gone or it's on pause for good.
It's almost like that.
That's
almost
what I'm
like
referring
that.
to.
Yeah,
Because that's some stressful shit when you see a good kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Shorty Wanna Be a Thug from Tupac's All Eyes on Me, or Me Against the World, or If I Die Tonight. That's a real life story. I really think anyone can relate to Tupac at a certain level. Do for Love is of course.
My bad, bro.
But like Do for Love, that song's a heartbreak song, which it's the exact same thing as Bobby Caldwell, but from the culture's perspective.
Yeah. And there's a rapper, Yellow Paint. He made this song called Influence. Bro, that's what you just said. It's like a kid, he just get influenced.
But then again, like we've been saying, you can't judge an artist based on one track. And if you do, you gotta base it on the story, really, when I think about it. Like I don't base Kendrick's All Right the same way I judge Fear or Sing About Me. I hear a man who's trying to speak his mind, but he can't keep one thought all the time. He can't keep this one virtue.
Yeah, I agree. If it's a real reflection of you, then wouldn't it have two sides to it? Because like
blurry.
Everyone that's right has a wrong. So I feel like if it really reflects them, it's not going to be a perfect image, the same thing every time. That's how you know it's not authentic.
Yeah.
People change
That's
over time.
facts, though.
People change from day to day. You write a song,
and you
a
see
love
what
song,
art-
next time
yeah.
you're saying
Yeah, always.
Future,
Yeah.
that type of shit. And then you got some hard ass. I'm like, oh, you're a different person singing about.
Yes,
That's how you know it's his music.
Gotcha. What do you guys see as the biggest cultures out here for music?
Cultures out here.
You got drill, you got house pop. Yeah.
Backpack. Low key, yeah, just niggas just, I don't even know. I'm trying to come out with like a sound.
I feel like everyone,
I want them
like
to
I said,
name
like,
for it.
everyone's trying to be someone that they listen to. Say like your favorite rapper. Everyone trying to be like.
Kinda, but not really though, because I listen
when
to
you're
everything.
an early artist, naturally you like are inspired by like other fucking.
That is.
You know what I'm
true,
saying? Like that's how you find your sound. Like you like
But
feel their
doing-
mindset. You know what I'm saying? And like see how like they discovered their truth and stuff and do the same
That
thing.
is true.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with
And it's
that.
like it's not necessarily like influence. Like it's just like learning. You know, like self-discovery. Like,
I think
Most definitely, but I'm not gonna say all artists, but the majority of artists I've seen, they've found a sound that another artist created, and they just follow that sound for their whole career.
well, if you don't have
It
like a
sucks.
if you can't produce your own music, that's naturally what's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm serious. So I feel like you listen to an artist, right, and then it inspires you in some kind of way, right, and then like you go and try to make your own sound, not necessarily like them, but like you want to make your own sound that comes in like a way, I guess, that inspired you, I guess. It makes you want to go in.
It's like a wave and a frequency you tap into, you feel me? Like,
Exactly, yeah,
so it's
right.
like, if you feel it, you feel it. If you're able to do it, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Right.
For frequencies and all that, can you hear certain songs giving off a certain emotion?
Bro.
Like you know, I'll give it. Yeah.
Some of this rap music.
Like I listen to Jay-Z's. Yeah.
I don't listen to that shit no more.
Honestly, if I'm gonna keep it
listen to
100,
that.
my favorite music is R&B. Like say like Jagged Edge. Say you can even say Ty Dolla $ign. Like artists like
Party
that.
Next Door.
Right. Like that's
Miguel.
hard. Say
Right,
you
so
are.
nigga,
They keep in the culture, bro. You can feel some
Usher.
you in there.
feel Usher,
You can feel some
Trey
you in there.
Songz.
If you can't feel you in the music, it's probably not real, bro.
Exactly. Like
That's a facade. That's
the industry want most of these rappers out here to talk about murder, drugs, and
what are we
war.
gonna be out here doing this?
That's
No.
what kids want.
Some bullshit.
That's
They
what
want.
everyone wants to
Do
hear.
you see that with like social medias? You know, I can say it with you know TikTok, Snapchat primarily,
Yeah.
and you don't. At least I don't see it as on Twitter.
Man,
big
if you
ones,
want-
big three right there.
If you want Instagram and type nigga, I just saw this in the video today. If you want Instagram and type nigga, it will not autocorrect you. If you type anything LGBTQ non-negative or whatever, nigga, they gonna say take that shit down. This might be offensive. You can say nigga shit all you want. You can say weapon shit all you want, drug shit all you want. You won't take it down. They want
They want
They want to keep it in the
so I feel
system.
like
Exactly.
I feel like
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
corrupt, bro. Like,
I do try to
somebody-
pass that
Gotcha.
that shit.
For that, and you know, talk about just how things are hidden and all that, and just things that we talked about being a younger artist, and just like you find your sound. Where do you guys see the culture here and music in general, locally, coming out of 5 years from now?
Bro.
I see there's gonna be like at least one good artist coming from anywhere. You feel me?
Different.
I think it's
mood
Canada,
changes,
bro.
different, like,
Because Canada's low-key violent, but not really. It's just niggas doing their thing with music. They can choose to be negative. They can choose to be positive. They can choose to like. I think it's dope. Because Canada, you can't tell when they from Canada.
Right.
There's so many different sounds there. I feel like that's gonna be Idaho. It's so unestablished. One nigga got to pop, and everyone's gonna start popping up like that.
I agree with that. I haven't
It's gonna be dope.
seen. I mean, there's a couple people that have the same sound, but for the most part, because I get a lot of people showing me different artists, you know, because they want me to review them or whatnot. But I see at least 50 different sounds coming from here.
No, yeah, and the city's only getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of like influences coming in. Like everyone come from California.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oregon.
People come from Washington, Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bring the sound with
And
them.
it's dope, bro. It's dope though, cause I don't know. Idaho does have a lot of different like ways to live around here. It's not all sweet. Like yeah, nigga, if you talking about gang, like killing your ops and shit, yeah, we know it's cap. But if you're talking about just struggle, there's
That's
a lot of
plenty
that
of that
here.
here,
No,
yeah.
so it's like
That's
it's,
facts.
it's,
it's kind of cool.
It's mainly farmers. Like,
Not really though.
Yeah, I
I mean,
know,
at
bro.
one
Not where we
yeah.
live though. Like where we live is
Yeah.
where we live is
Garden
not
City,
that. So it's
right,
like
yeah?
it's
It's
like
small city.
That's what I mentioned too. Is that it's weird that Idaho has a lot of things that you can be in a nice downtown.
But that's
you can
not
be a
true.
rep-
There is gang shit though. That's
what
not
I'm saying.
true.
Well,
Oh no,
that's
no!
what I'm saying. So when
Because I've heard, because I've seen
that
it.
does reflect what some people really
No,
can go
'cause,
through
like,
here.
look,
It's not all
I've been to
cap,
houses and just people's careers are like, oh, what happened? Oh, my car got shot yesterday.
but- Exactly.
And, that, and you
It's
have
not
it
all
like that.
sweet.
You got
can't
that.
Tell the story
You
about
got
that.
people that are just the rich Mormon kids. You got people that are the rich religious. You know, any type. You got people that are stuck
Shout
in
out
the
to them
fields.
for liking the culture.
Yeah, always. You know, hey,
Wouldn't like
we'll take
that.
everything you can. You can give us money. I'm cool with it. Simple as that. I'm trying to make my wave. I don't need yours. You know, you got people that work in the fields like I've done. Just like you got a 95-year-old woman just doing that now, and she's stuck doing that till, you know.
Crazy.
And you got that. So, you know, when you mention that, I'm like, damn, there is just a lot of little things. You got people that are trying to who bike around, who bike from Nampa to Boise. Like, that's their daily.
Yeah, so when they're making
gotta
some
get
music,
behind.
that's the sound of Idaho. So regardless what that sound is, that is the sound of Idaho. That's what I was trying to say. Like, there will be a sound because there's still struggle. People do sleep. Like, people really do think it's always sweet. It's really not. If you think it's sweet, congratulations for having a nice life, bro. But some of us didn't have that. So like when we make a sound, that shit is our sound of what we've been through. That's the beauty that some people don't like. They don't understand that, and that's why.
It's all from perspective.
Trying to be
That's-
underground because people that want to hear it gonna hear it, and people that don't.
Hey, look,
don't.
because if one of us do blows mainstream, which you know that's what we want, that'd be nice.
One of us will blow mainstream.
With one thing that's gonna happen is that you're gonna have a lot of people being like that. You're gonna be like, oh, I can do what he did, but you can't copy what someone did because you didn't go through their life.
Exactly.
If you did, then you would
I hope they
you would
won't
be in that
copy
same
my life.
position.
I hope they copy my life. Because I came from this and made myself better before the fame. So everyone should do that. Before their best, like the bright spot, they should make themselves better. And then you get the, like literally, I hope people see, not base their lives off mine, but grow from it. Yeah, listen to, take something from what I'm trying to put out. There is a message I'm trying to put out.
Because that's what we all did at the end of the day. You feel me? Like listen to
like where we are, doing something.
Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, guys, appreciate you guys coming out for this. This meant a lot. Shout out to Max for cutting us off. We're not
shout out to cameraman Max. And what's your name? Jacob. Jacob. Thank you too, bro. Of course. Appreciate it.
I do. This was a nice thing. I always appreciate you guys coming out. You know, obviously on a short notice, coming out. Even if we were late, we still got it done. Like it just all worked out, and I appreciate that from you guys. So again, you can find all their infos under here, and then obviously in the descriptions and their music.
Yeah, ThatKidBiz everywhere, everything.
Gotcha. Do you guys have anything you want to tell
you feel me?
To the community or anything out there?
Yeah, I'm coming right now, next year, anytime. I'm coming though.
I'm coming back to buy the whole city.
There you go.
I bought the building already. I'm coming back for the city.
Appreciate you guys. We're out.
Hey, I'm eating up bread, so I gotta chase.
Okay.
Hold up.
What up?
Hey, let me get it back. The people little fakes get out of my face.
Damn.
Hold on, I lost it again.
Peek in my face, but don't look in my face. Hey, get out of my place. I'm running the race in first place.